Unraveling the Roots, Brazil and its African Connections. Welcome back to our series exploring the cultural ties between African countries and the Americas. In today's episode, we'll delve into the profound African influence on Brazil's vibrant culture. We'll look at the connections in music, cuisine, art, architecture, fashion, religion, dance, and language, while highlighting specific countries and tribes of origin. Let's begin our journey to uncover Brazil's African roots. Brazil has a rich and diverse culture, with strong African influences stemming from the transatlantic slave trade. Brought from regions like West Africa and Angola, enslaved Africans contributed significantly to Brazil's cultural development. Over time, these African traditions blended with indigenous and European elements, creating Brazil's unique cultural identity. Brazil's music scene is deeply rooted in African traditions. Samba, bossa nova, and forró are some of the most well-known Brazilian musical genres, all of which showcase African rhythms and instruments. Capoeira, a Brazilian martial art with strong musical elements, has its origins in African combat and dance traditions. Brazilian cuisine is a flavorful fusion of African, European, and indigenous influences. Traditional dishes like feijoada, a black bean stew with pork, and acarajé, a deep-fried bean cake, have their roots in African culinary traditions. The use of ingredients like okra, palm oil, and cassava also reflects the influence of African cuisine on Brazilian cooking. The art scene in Brazil showcases its African heritage. Brazilian visual arts often feature African-inspired motifs, colors, and themes. Traditional crafts, such as pottery and textiles, incorporate African techniques and materials, while Afro-Brazilian sculptures and carvings draw inspiration from African aesthetics and symbolism. African architectural influences are visible in Brazil, particularly in the northeastern state of Bahia. The brightly colored colonial houses, with their wooden balconies and latticework, are reminiscent of African architectural styles. In addition, the design of traditional quilombola houses, found in Afro-Brazilian settlements, mirrors African vernacular architecture. African influences can be seen in Brazilian fashion. Traditional garments like the Baiana dress, worn by women in Bahia, feature vibrant colors and patterns inspired by West African textiles. In addition, Afro-Brazilian head wraps, or turbans, showcase a strong connection to African fashion and identity. African religious practices have had a significant impact on Brazil. Syncretic religions, such as Candomblé and Umbanda, combine African spiritual traditions with Catholicism. Candomblé, for example, has its roots in Yoruba, Fon, and Bantu religions, while Umbanda incorporates elements from a variety of African religious traditions. Dance is an integral part of Brazilian culture, and many traditional dances are deeply rooted in African heritage. Examples include samba, which has origins in West African dance, and the Orisha dances of Candomblé, inspired by Yoruba traditions. These dances often feature rhythmic movements, energetic footwork, and an unmistakable African essence. While Portuguese is the official language of Brazil, African linguistic influences can be found in Brazilian Portuguese and various Afro-Brazilian dialects. Words and phrases borrowed from African languages, particularly Yoruba, Kikongo, and Kimbundu, have enriched Brazilian vocabulary. Some Afro-Brazilian religious practices also preserve African languages, like the use of Yoruba in Candomblé rituals. Most African influences in Brazil can be traced back to the transatlantic slave trade. However, there's limited evidence of earlier connections between Africa and Brazil. Early European explorers reported encountering black natives in the Americas, sparking interest in potential pre-Columbian African presence, but more research is needed to confirm these theories. The similarities in pottery and architectural styles between African and indigenous Brazilian cultures suggest possible ancient connections, but further investigation is required. In conclusion, Brazil's rich cultural tapestry reflects the enduring African influence in various aspects of life, including music, cuisine, art, architecture, fashion, religion, dance, and language. Although most connections can be traced back to the transatlantic slave trade, our understanding of the links between Africa and Brazil continues to grow as researchers delve deeper into history. We hope this video has provided you with valuable insights into the African roots of Brazil and has inspired you to explore these connections further. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more enlightening content. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.